After months of self-isolation and staying indoors, most people express their yearning for the great outdoors, and not just outside their apartments. Statistics have shown an increased appreciation for outdoor activities and nature in general. With global health situation restrictions being lifted, you might want to start making plans for that camping trip you've been putting off. Deciding on a campsite can be so confusing. But not to worry, we've got you covered. Today, we'll be checking out some of the best campsites in the US. Hey guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel. Remember to hit that subscription button if you haven't already. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you're among the first to see our latest videos. Alright then, let's get into nature. Zion National Park Campground. This natural beauty is a landscape to behold, whether you are a solo camper with a tent and a mini stove, or a part of a group of nature lovers huddled around a fire, or even an RV-type person. Zion can bedazzle you. It features an amazing night sight with a billion stars that would certainly leave you starstruck. The park has a host of recreational activities, from hiking its amazing mountain trails and perfectly carved out dirt roads for biking to horseback riding its beautiful plains. At Zion National Park Campground, you can be sure you will get the best out of nature. The park has 3 main campgrounds to choose from. Watchman Campground has the largest space with more RV and group sites available for you if you're a crowd camper. South Campground also boasts of a large area but is better suited for individual and couple campers. Last but definitely not least is Lava Point Campground. This campground is more remote and primitive if you are into the more basic kind of camping. The park is equipped with toilets, electricity, and water in designated areas, so you don't have to go the traditional way if you don't want to. Catalina Island. This beautiful island off the coast of Long Beach, California, is a nature lover's oasis. Its beautiful remote location offers a lot of fun activities, including kayaking its warm Pacific waters, hiking its steep mountain terrain, or camping on its wide range of campsites. The island has 5 unique campsites on different edges of the island, so you always get a view of the ocean no matter where you pick. It has inner, more secluded campgrounds for those that love trees and just want to hear the sounds of the birds and insects. Catalina has a camp gear site for those who can't be bothered to carry theirs. And all you have to do is be there. Convenient, right? At Laurel Rock Campground, located in Overton, Nevada, this campground looks like it was cut out from an Aztec temple. Laurel is in the Valley of Fire Park, which is a fitting name for its red fiery rock and boulder formation. Visitors can hike its unique mountains, different bike trails, and also get a chance to explore historical sites and ruins and see century-old petrified trees. The campsite also features an amazing night skylight that is just breathtaking. The camp has 44 sites, each able to contain a certain amount of tents, RVs, and trailers. The campgrounds all have toilets, showers, fire rings, and RV dump stations. The camp is open year-round, and reservations can be booked in advance. Assateague Island. This long stretch of sandy beaches is located on the east coast of the US, spanning 2 states. The island is one of the few places on the East Coast where wild horses roam freely on a beach. Imagine waking up to the sound of crashing waves and watching horses put on a show on the beach. While there isn't a lot of organized activity on the island aside from hiking and kayaking at the bay, it's a great spot to just relax on a not-so-crowded beach and watch the horses in their natural element. Most visitors to the island describe the horses as magical, but while they may be beautiful, it is advised that you stay at least a few feet away from them. They are wild horses after all, and they may be unpredictable at times. Plus, you could actually be fined for being too close. Also, you can't feed the horses because they will come back and they might not take no for an answer. The sights and sounds on this island are breathtaking, but the mosquitoes are not very pleasant, so packing insect repellent and bug spray is essential when visiting Assateague Island. St. Mary Campground. Being one of the largest campgrounds at Glacier National Park, this campsite features an amazing sunset overlooking St. Mary Lake, which is nothing short of magical. The campsite has different designated areas, all accommodating different kinds of visitors. Loop A of the campsite accommodates RVs and tents with running water available, but restricts generator use. Loop C in the campground also has showers available to registered campers. Another reason why most campers love St. Mary is its proximity to St. Mary Village, which is a mile outside the park. It has restaurants, grocery stores for supplies, and even a gas station for your RV RVs and trailers. Activities like hiking, kayaking, biking, and mountain climbing are all some fun things you could do while you enjoy the beautiful scenery, or you could just relax and let nature seep in. With limited camp space, you might want to call ahead and make a reservation so you don't meet a full camp when you get there. Kalalau Beach. Located on the farthest side of Kapa'a Beach Park on Kauai Island in Hawaii, this remote beach isn't your conventional campsite. Normally, you would have to drive up or at least hike a few miles to get to a campsite, but getting to Kalalua Beach is an 11-mile treacherous trail hike that takes ordinary visitors 2 days to get across. The only other access point to the beach is by boat or helicopter, which aren't really in the camping spirit if you ask me. You have to be really down for the cause to get to this beach campsite, but it would all be worth it when you get there. Its remote and primitive location makes it less crowded and ideal for primitive campers. It has a long, crystal sandy beach with the incredibly high poly cliffs that serve as a backdrop for this gorgeous beach. The only facilities there are composting toilets. The beautiful Ho'olea waterfalls provide a source of fresh water, but you might want to boil it first before drinking. Although there is a campsite beside the beach, most visitors prefer camping out in the caves when tides are low. But be careful of falling rocks from the cliff. They've been known to cause serious head trauma, so you might just be safer at the campsite. Mather Campground. Located at the south rim of the Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona, this campground is the only campground within Grand Canyon Village. It is a scenic wonder, to say the least. The campsite is at an elevation of 7,000 feet, which is equivalent to 4 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each other and then some. Taking into consideration the Arizona sunshine, especially at that elevation, it's safe to say you should pack lots of sunscreen. There have been occasional thunderstorms and some snow in fall and spring seasons, so pack accordingly. Hiking the rim's 14-mile-long trail along the edges of the canyon is the prime activity, but biking is also a popular activity amongst visitors. Visitors can also visit Yavapai Geology Museum to learn about the forces that carved out one of the greatest natural sites on the planet over billions of years. The trailhead, which leads into the canyon, is only a short shuttle ride from Mather Campground. The campground lays beneath pine trees that provide shade to campers. Sunset and sunrise are particularly spectacular sights to behold at the top of the canyons. Mather has over 300 campsites, and each campground boasts of picnic tables, fire rings, parking space, toilets, and drinkable water. Letchworth State Park Campground. Located in the state of New York, this campground is surrounded by tall, beautiful trees, which provide shade and privacy for campers. The campground has over 300 campsites that can be reserved beforehand to save you the stress of waiting for available sites. The sites come with running drinkable water, electric hookups, showers, and dump sites for RVs with generator restrictions. In the steep slopes of the state park, the campsites may be sloping, so you might want to check it out first before you pick a site. The park's attractions included steep, dramatic waterfalls that pour out over the Genesee River. The river offers fishing opportunities to those looking to catch dinner while they camp. Also, kayaking the currents of the river is another great recreational activity. Its tall tree canopy attracts bird watchers from all over, and hiking is a great activity at the park. However, you might want to get shoes with good traction, as these hiking trails might sometimes be slippery from rain and melting snow. The park is open year-round, and when it snows, hiking trails become ski routes. So no matter what time of year you wish to visit Letchworth, there's always something exciting to do. Faro Campground. Located in the Shawnee National Forest in Illinois, this campground is part of the Garden of the Gods recreational area. Its beautiful sandstone rock and cliff formation are something to behold. Its unique rocky terrain is not just for sightseeing, but a host of other recreational activities. Some visitors are known to bike its rocky dirt roads, while others prefer to mountain climb. Hiking the steep slopes may be a challenge for some, but ambitious campers have been known to hike the entire mile length of the area in a single day. It has just over 20 sites on a first-come, first-served basis. Pets are allowed, which is a win for most visitors. There are toilets available, but that's just about it in terms of amenities. So, Faro Camp is mainly for campers that want a primitive experience. Old Man's Cave Campground. Being the most popular campsite in Hocking Hills State Park, Ohio, Old Man's Cave has been recognized by campers as the place to be. It features amazing waterfalls and gorges that appear as though they were taken from a fairy tale novel, with captivating streams that run through the campsites. Its shaded gorges and groves draw visitors, especially nature lovers, who just want to take in this amazing scenery. Campers are known to take walks around the park and are always ready to get soaked underneath a waterfall. If getting wet is your thing, then Old Man's Cave is just for you. The park is open year-round, and campers are allowed to access on a first-come, first-served basis. Pets are allowed, but fishing is restricted, as there are conservative fish species in the streams. There you go, guys. Let us know which campsite you've been to, and which you'd like to visit down in the comments section below. Don't forget to smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!